Is the state prepared to call its next witness?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you. The state calls Detective Matthew Vandertie.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
If you could please be seated, state and spell your name for the record.
I am Detective Matthew Vandertie, M-A-T-T-H-E-W, Vandertie, V-A-N-D-E-R-T-I-E.
How are you employed, sir?
I'm currently employed as a detective for the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, having been so employed for just under 10 years, with 3.5 years as a detective.
And were you in your role as a detective then back in early April of 2024?
Yes, I was.
Were you involved in an investigation regarding a leg that was found at Warnemont Park on April 2nd, 2024?
Yes.
The day after the leg was found, Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024, were you contacted by someone from the Milwaukee Police Department?
Yes, I was. That was Police Officer Nora Burlow.
What was the general subject matter about her contact to you?
Sure. Police Officer Burlow explained to me that she was conducting a citizen check or a welfare check of a 20-year-old black female who had been last seen on April 1st, 2024, prior to going on an apparent date. And then on April 2nd, her vehicle was found burned under suspicious circumstances, or the vehicle that she had been known to drive was found burned under suspicious circumstances.
Did she identify the person to you that she was concerned about?
Yes.
Okay. Who was that?
Actually, that was brought up later during a briefing with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, our Investigative Services Bureau.
Understood. Who was that missing person that the welfare check was regarding?
Sade Robinson.
Her date of birth?
I don't have the exact date of birth, but she was 19 years old at the time.
Okay. May 10, 2004, does that sound right?
Was in May of 2004.
So Officer Burlow said 20-year-old, but you now know that Sade was 19 at the time, is that
correct? Based upon records that I've reviewed.
All right, thank you. Did you also, upon communicating with the Milwaukee Police Department, as well as during briefings, learn that Sade's phone was not working in some capacity?
Yes, individuals had attempted to contact her without success. The phone had been going to voicemail.
Were you provided with a phone number for Sade Robinson?
Yes, Detective Joanne Donner had conducted some investigation and identified a possible phone number for her.
That possible phone number was 414-510-4769, is that correct?
That is correct.
On April 3rd, when you became involved in this investigation after you were contacted by the Milwaukee Police Department and briefed, did you follow up in any way regarding Sade Robinson's phone?
I did.
What did you do?
Initially, I identified that telephone number, 414-510-4769, was attributed to Verizon Wireless. I queried a couple databases that I've used in the past for doing that. Once I identified that phone number was Verizon Wireless, I initiated an exigency request to Verizon Wireless for cellular records around the time. The purpose of that was to attempt to identify possible locations where this missing person may have been, where this missing person went, and who this missing person may have contacted or been in contact with.
So this exigency request that you're making, that essentially means you're asking for those records from the phone company without a warrant, is that right?
Correct.
And why did you opt for an exigency request here?
Initially, based upon the circumstances, there was a missing individual whose vehicle had been located burned under suspicious circumstances, in addition to a leg being found in the park. At that time, we didn't necessarily know who that leg belonged to, nor would we know exactly who that leg belonged to for a period of time. Individuals had attempted to contact this missing person numerous times without success. That was not regular, or that was not in her, I guess, nature to not answer her phone, and so that was initiated.
Okay. Sometime in the weeks after April 3rd, did you follow up with Verizon Wireless with a warrant to get certified records from that phone company regarding Sade Robinson's phone number?
Yes, I did.
I'm going to show you Exhibit 282. It's a disc, and it's clipped to a piece of paper. Do you know what that is?
Yes, this disc contains the records from Verizon, including the certification attached concerning telephone number 414-510-4769. This is the number that was listed before.
And you made that disc, correct?
Yes, I did.
So you served a warrant on Verizon. They responded by sending you the certified phone records, and that's what's on that disc.
Correct.
They sent it to you electronic, fair?
Correct.
Okay. And that certification, the piece of paper, that piece of paper is also on the disc itself, correct?
Yes, it is.
I would move 282 into evidence, Judge.
It's just one it's just one exhibit for both of them?
One exhibit for
Got it.
both of them. I can staple them together.
That's okay. Any objection?
No.
Received.
Thank you. So, Detective, you had said one of the reasons for this exigency request for those records was to see if you could figure out locations where her phone might have been. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Did you in fact get that information in some form through that exigency request as well as through these certified records?
Yes.
I'm going to put 282 in here. Just give me 1 minute. Remind me again, what was the reason why you were worried about these locations? What did you think that was going to help you and your colleagues do?
So ultimately, we were trying to locate the missing person, Sade Robinson. I know that in today's day and age, most people have cell phones, right? And a lot of times people have cell phones with them. I know that cellular companies provide law enforcement with information relating to the cell sites and the cell site usage for those cellular accounts. And that would help us narrow down potentially where she was, where she had been, additional locations for us to follow up with video, witness interviews, etc.
Possibly even helping you find the phone itself, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to put up on the screen, this is on Exhibit 282, an Excel spreadsheet. The beginning of the title, I'm not going to read the whole thing. The title begins with subscriber_MTN. There are a number of things on this disk, correct, Detective?
Correct.
And in fact, if I pull up the file log here, we're looking at all of the records that they gave you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. There are numerous Excel spreadsheets. This subscriber_MTN, this would have been the subscriber information for that phone number that you got from Verizon Wireless, correct?
Yes.
What does it say about who the subscriber to that phone number is and where they live?
The first name listed is Sade, last name Robinson, under address line 1, 1858 North Commerce Street, apartment 309, and city, Milwaukee, state, Wisconsin.
Okay. In these records, as well as the exigency records that you received, did you also get from Verizon Wireless text message content?
Yes, I'm aware that Verizon Wireless maintains SMS, short message service, or text message content for approximately 5 days.
And when you reviewed the exigency records, did you locate text messages from April 1st, 2024 in those records?
Yes, I did.
Were there outgoing texts from Sade's phone on April 1st?
Yes.
I'm going to pull up a different document on Exhibit 282. The beginning title of the Excel spreadsheet is SMS content. SMS stands for what again?
Short message service.
All right. And a lot of these records that we're looking at appear like this. Is that fair to say?
Yes, they do.
All right. This, if you just take a glance, looks like gibberish in a spreadsheet, right?
Lots of numbers and letters on a spreadsheet. Yes.
All right. But if we look closely here, column A that I'm looking at over on the left side of the screen here, that shows what?
Is it
You can
possible
get
for
up
me to
if
move?
you can't.
Okay.
Judge, may the witness get up?
Of course, feel free.
Column A, the header of column A is titled Message Arrival.
All right. And then if we go across, we get all the way over here where it says originating MDM and terminating NDN. That would be columns I and K, correct?
Correct.
What are those?
Originating MDN would be the sending telephone number in the conversation, and the terminating MDN would be the receiving telephone number in the conversation.
All right. If we go over to column L, what is that?
It's titled Message Content.
And is this where you're going to see the actual substance of the text messages that were sent?
Yes.
All right. Did you locate a text conversation that appeared to be the last text conversation that Sade Robinson was actively engaging with another number?
Yes. The apparent text conversation in the 4 p.m. And early 5 p.m. hour on April 1st, 2024, between her number, the 414-510-4769, and the other number, the 262-416-4874 telephone number.
Okay. That 262-416-4874 number, did you also follow up and request exigency records or any kind of records related to that phone number?
I personally did not. Special Agent George Reiner through the FBI did request exigency.
Okay. Did you then later after that request records from that phone number
Yes,
through a warrant?
through a search warrant.
And you received certified records?
I did.
Okay. I'm going to go direct your attention right about here. You see the message I've highlighted there?
Yes.
Okay. This message, if you go over to what time it was sent, what are we looking at?
The timestamp here is 4/1, April 1st, 2024. 17:15. 17:15 is military time for 5:15. However, I know that Verizon records for these SMS content messages are stored in Eastern time or provided in Eastern time. So we, being in Central time, would subtract 1 hour from that time to make it our local time.
All right. So that would mean this message was sent at what time?
It would be at 4:15.
And the content of the message over here in column L, or excuse me, column M, is what?
States, where are we meeting?
And who sent that message to who?
That message was sent from the 414-510-4769 number to 262-416-4874.
All right. And why don't you, starting with that message, go down and tell the jury what the exchange is between those numbers moving forward in time from that text message.
So after the first text message, where are we meeting? The reply from, or actually the next message is again from 414-510-4769 stating, I can do 5.
So those two both came from Sade's phone.
Correct.
Okay. The response from the 262 number is what?
Response is, downtown somewhere, question mark.
Okay. How does Sade respond?
Okay.
How does the 262 number respond to that?
Brought house on 3rd, question mark.
How does Sade respond?
Perfect.
And that message, the perfect message, was sent at what time?
Local time, 4:28 p.m.
Back over to column M. The 262 number sends 2 consecutive messages to Sade reading what?
Okay, I'm going to shower quick. I'll probably get there more around 5:15. And then, are you hungry? Question mark. I need to stop at Twisted Fisherman to pick up my W-2 from last year, and we could eat there first.
How does Sade respond to those 2 texts?
Okay and yes.
Then,
And then, are we eating at the Brock House or the other place?
and how does the 262 message number respond to Sade's question?
Let's eat at Twisted. I'm feeling seafood.
How does Sade respond to that?
Yes, I love seafood.
What does the 262 number say next?
Sounds good. I'm about to leave. I'll be there soon.
Okay. I don't know what happened there, but the TV went out. And then came back and then went out again. All right, we're back. After the 262 number says, sounds good, I'm about to leave and I'll be there soon. Actually, before I ask my next question, that message is sent at what time?
4:54 p.m.
And then there's this odd-looking response after that. Do you know what that's about?
I don't know the exact content of the message, based upon the various symbols and characters. I believe it to be some sort of emoji or other characters that can't be necessarily translated into the SMS content system.
On an Excel spreadsheet. Okay. After that, there is a text from the 262 number to Sade that says what?
Just got to Twisted.
And that text message was sent at what time?
5:11 p.m. Central Time.
On April 1st.
Correct.
Subsequent to that, Sade responds with what?
Okay, are you inside? Question mark.
And the 262 number responds what?
Yes.
All right. And then after that, as we go down, are there any other outgoing text messages, SMS messages from Sade's phone?
Can you grab the microphone and pull it closer to you? I guess there's some difficulty in hearing you. Thank you.
Can you please repeat the question?
Sure. The question I have for you is after Sade asks the question, okay, are you inside? And then receives the answer of yes. Does she engage in any other outgoing messages after that?
I do not believe she engages with any other individuals, no.
Okay, and so I want to direct your attention to line 451. There seems to be an outgoing, some kind of message from Sade at that time, correct?
Correct.
And it looks like it is gibberish in response to a text message from True Religion. Is that right?
Yes, it appears to be a targeted advertisement or an advertisement sent to her device, and it appears that an automated message was sent from her device back to the telephone number that sent the advertisement.
Other than that one, are there any other messages that you saw in the records, both the exigency records and these records, that showed Sade texting, sending outgoing text messages to other people?
No.
So the last conversation in the records is Sade's conversations with that 262 number you had mentioned before.
Yes.
That "okay, are you inside" text that Sade sent was sent at what time?
Local time was 5:18 p.m.
And it appeared to you that was the last outgoing text she sent, correct?
Yes.
You can have a seat, Detective.
Thank you.
Thank you. So at this point, that information about the text messages, you originally had it through the exigency records, although we just looked at it from the certified records, right?
Correct.
So it appeared to you that the last person Sade was texting was that 262 number, correct?
Yes.
Did you subsequently look up in any kind of databases to see if you had that number listed to any person?
Yes.
And did you find a number that your records suggested that phone might belong to?
Yes.
And what was the name of that person?
Maxwell Anderson.
Are you aware of whether or not your department arrested Maxwell Anderson on April 4th of 2024?
Yes.
Have you reviewed the photograph from that arrest?
It's actually April of, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Can you repeat the date?
Sure.
Please.
Let me put it this way. After you went through these records and you
Yes.
linked up that phone number to the name Maxwell Anderson, did your department arrest Maxwell Anderson?
Yes.
Okay. Have you reviewed the booking photo from that arrest?
Yes.
I'm going to show you Exhibit 445. Is that the photo you saw?
Yes, it is.
I would move 445 into evidence asked to publish.
Any objection?
No.
It's received, you may publish.
You see that person in court today?
Yes, I do.
Could you identify where that person is for the record by indicating where they're seated and what they might be wearing?
That individual is seated at the defense table, wearing a blue, appears to be flannel, blue and black checkered flannel shirt.
I'd ask the record to reflect that the witness identified the defendant.
Any objection?
No.
Record will so reflect.
You subsequently got not only exigency records, but also through a warrant, certified records from that phone number, correct?
Yes.
Did you do any similar practice to figure out what phone company serviced that 262 phone number?
Yes.
What was it?
AT&T.
I'm going to show you Exhibit 281. What is Exhibit 281 if you know?
Exhibit 281 is another disk that I produced containing files from AT&T concerning telephone number 262-416-4874, and it also includes the certificate of authenticity of domestic records pursuant to Federal Rules of Evidence 902 sub 11 and 902 sub 13.
All right, so that, again, like the Verizon records, it's a disk of the certified records, and the piece of paper that is the certification is also located on this.
Yes.
I would move 281 in.
Any objection?
No.
281 is received.
Thank you. 1 second, pull up the document I need. Similar to the phone records servicing Sade Robinson's phone, there's information in these records about the subscriber for that 262-416 number, correct?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
It would be the file labeled report CT.
Report CT, all right. I've got on the screen now from Exhibit 281, the file titled Report CT. I think, Judge, this TV is about to turn off.
We'll see if we can help.
All right, we're back. There is specific user information on this page pertaining to the number 262-416-4874, right?
Yes,
And that would be the phone number that Sade, the last phone number Sade was texting.
yes.
And who does it say is the contact name for that?
The contact name for that particular telephone number is Max Anderson.
All right. What is Max Anderson's date of birth?
11/26/1990.
So at the time, he would have been 33?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also come to learn when you were trying to go through these various phone records and make the exigency requests for those records that Sade Robinson was known to have a Life 360 account?
Around that time, yes.
Did you ultimately serve a warrant upon Life 360 to get those certified records?
Yes. I
Can you
did.
tell the jury, just generally speaking, what Life 360 is?
Life 360 is a mobile application that can be installed on cellular devices. It's primarily used for location sharing services. So if you would like to share your location with your family members or friends, at any point in time, they can essentially see where you are. You can provide them updates as to your location.
I'm going to show you Exhibit 283. .283, do you know what that is?
Yes, exhibit number 283 is a disc containing the records I received from Life 360 Incorporated.
Similar to the phone records we've discussed, are they certified?
Yes,
Is that what the piece of paper that's attached to the disc is?
yes, including the certification of records for these records that I received.
Could you see if that microphone you're standing in front of is on? And if it's not, the one actually next to it, I was thinking, and if that one's not on, can we turn it on? Because there's a difficulty hearing you, is what I'm being advised. So I guess when you're approaching the bench where you're at, it's difficult for you to be picked up. So if you could, I guess, just position, this picks up the DAR, so it's not amplifying your voice, but if you could go near your table and put the mic to the side maybe, that'd be great.
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No worries. Sorry about that. Could you re-ask your last question? I think it was relative to the certification of the last exhibit
Right.
being Life 360.
Thank you. That piece of paper that's attached to the disc, that would be the certification for those records, correct?
Yes.
I'd move 283 in.
Any objection?
No.
283 is received.
And then, Detective, lastly, I'm going to give you Exhibit 284. When you got the cell phone records, you got some other records from those phone companies about their cell towers, correct?
I received a cell site database for AT&T from NDCAC, which is the National Domestic NDCAC, which is the National Domestic Communications Assistance Center. That those certified cell site lists from AT&T were provided from NDCAC. The initial cell site lists from Verizon were also from NDCAC, and then a few weeks later, I received certified cell site lists directly from Verizon.
Is that what Exhibit 284 is?
Yes,
And that's, again, a disk you made based on the stuff you got from those companies?
correct, pertaining to those companies.
I'd move 284 in as well.
Any
And-
objection?
And what else?
I don't think I moved 283, so I'm going to move that as well.
You already did.
You did.
283 is in,
I don't object.
284 is in as well now.
These phone records that we discussed for Max Anderson's phone, as well as Sade Robinson's phone, and then those cell site records could further be used to map out approximate locations of where those phones would have been at various times. Is that a fair statement?
Yes,
Were you able to do some version of the same thing with just the exigency records?
yes,
Okay, so the exigency records, you got that text conversation we had talked about where they talk about going to Twisted Fisherman around 5:15, is that right?
yes,
And then you also got some information about phone location.
yes.
Can you describe, related to Sade's phone, what information you were able to get?
So for her device specifically, we were able to get call detail records. The exigency records included what Verizon states is RTT, or real-time tool. That is a type of engineering data, includes the cell site that was utilized, also the sector or the direction in which the antenna was facing, and also a distance from the cell site. In addition to the real-time tool data, we also received call detail records, which includes telephone calls, who made the call, or to which number the call was made, or the calling party number to Sade's telephone number, the cell site that was used at that time, duration of the call, and then the text message content as well.
All right, and with that information, actually, before I ask that question, it'd be fair to say, based on that last text conversation that she had, that it appeared she was planning on meeting up with someone at Twisted Fisherman, specifically Max Anderson, correct?
Yes.
Did you then use that location information that you just described to try to figure out if that could tell you whether it appeared she actually went there?
Yes.
Where is Twisted Fisherman, first of all?
Twisted Fisherman is located at 1200 West Canal Street in the
Okay.
city and county of Milwaukee.
All right. What happened when you looked up that location information?
It appeared that her device traveled to that location or in the general area of that location in the late 4 p.m. hour and early 5 p.m. hour on April 1st, 2024.
And from there, in a general sense, can you tell us what information you had relative to the phone location of Sade's phone?
Yes. The device remained in that general area until approximately 6:30 p.m., at which time it traveled north and east to the general area of Dukes on Water, which is located at 158 East Juneau Avenue in the city and county of Milwaukee.
After that area of North Water Street, then what?
Around 9 p.m. or shortly after 9 p.m., the device traveled south and west from that location.
During your initial, when you were initially trying to figure out who the 262 number belonged to and learned that it may belong to Max Anderson, did you also learn of an address that was believed to be belong to Mr. Anderson?
Yes,
Was that 3161 South 39th Street?
That is correct.
That'd basically be between Oklahoma and Euclid on South 39th Street, correct?
In that area, yes.
After leaving Dukes on Water, did the phone move to, or appear to move to a location around Mr. Anderson's?
It did.
What about after that?
So from approximately it arrived in that area about 9:20 p.m. or shortly thereafter. It remained in that area until approximately 12:45 or shortly thereafter on April 2nd, 2024.
After that?
After that time, approximately 12:45, shortly thereafter, on April 2nd, 2024, device moved north and east to the area of downtown Milwaukee.
And after that?
After that, the device was in the area of downtown Milwaukee and north of the area of downtown Milwaukee, general area of the Milwaukee River, and Kern Park, Pleasant Valley Park as well, in the mid 1:30 a.m. hour or shortly thereafter.
Pleasant Valley Park and Kern Park, those would sort of border the Milwaukee River, is that correct?
Correct, they're adjacent to the Milwaukee River.
In the River West neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pull up Exhibit 443, which has already been admitted. Just need 1 second here. All right, Detective, can you see this map?
I'll have to get up just because of the glare on the screen.
All right, and just to recap, I probably should have had this up when we were going through it first, but this area right here, West Canal Street, this is about the location of where Twisted Fisherman is, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Can you pull that mic over if you're going to stand there? Thank you. Go ahead.
so after leaving that location, it appeared the phone had gone sort of in a northeast direction over in the area of Water Street and Juneau. Is that what you said before?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of right up in this area here where my mouse is. Do you see that?
Yes.
All right. And again, we're talking generalizations. Is that fair to say?
Correct. This is all based on cell site location information, so cell sites, direction of the antenna, yes.
Okay. And to be clear, that information was not giving you a pinpointed location of the phone.
That is correct.
Then after that, I think you indicated it goes down to the area of Mr. Anderson's residence near 39th and Oklahoma here, correct?
Yes.
All right. And then it moved up towards downtown, and I think you said by the 1:30 hour near this area in River West, Pleasant Valley Park, correct?
Yeah, it was approximately 1:30 a.m., shortly after 1:30 a.m.
All right. Picking up from there, where does the phone appear to go from those exigency records that you were looking at?
From approximately 2 p.m. to until 2:10.
2 p.m.?
Or 2 o'clock in the morning, I should say, 2 o'clock a.m. Until 2:10 or 2:12 a.m. The device moved west.
All right.
To the area of approximately West Capitol Drive and Fond du Lac Avenue.
Okay.
Or
So
just
this
east
street
thereof.
this street here that I'm highlighting
Yes.
with my mouse, okay? And then does it double back east?
It does.
And then what?
It doubles back east, and then travels south.
Towards where?
Towards the Mitchell interchange.
Around what time?
Approximately a little bit before 2:30 or 2:30 in the morning.
All right, then what?
It would have traveled west.
Do you want to point out what you're talking about?
So it travels south, and then it travels west to the area of I-41 or I-894 and approximately South 76th Street at that time.
And what is that time, by the way?
Approximately 2:34 a.m.
All right, then does it double back east?
Yes.
And where does it appear to go from there, if you want to point out?
The device travels east, south, and then east again.
Where?
So east in the area of I-41, I-894, south in the area of I-41, I-94, and then east in the area of College Avenue.
Okay, and that'd be just south of the airport, which I'm circling here with the mouse, correct?
Correct, in that general area.
And what time does it, and what does it do next and at what time?
After traveling east, it traveled to the area of Warnemont Park, or Sheridan Park and Lake Michigan.
All right, and if I zoom in
Shortly
on,
after, arrived in that area shortly after 2:50 a.m.
shortly after 2:50 a.m., the phone appears to be around the area of Warnemont Park here, correct?
Yes.
And does it continue moving, or does it appear to stop for a period of time, or be in one location for a period of time?
For a period of time from 2:50 in the morning, yes. It
All right.
was in a particular area, not moving substantially.
Not moving substantially, okay. Until when?
Approximately 4:30 in the morning on April 2nd, 2024.
So it appears to be in an area consistent with being at Warnemont Park from about 2:50 to approximately 4:30.
Yes.
And then what happens?
The device traveled north and west a short distance.
Point out what you're talking about?
Sure. To the area of State Highway 794 and East Howard Avenue, which would be in this area. There's a cell site in that particular area. The last records were just before 2:40 a.m. on April 2nd, 2024, using a cell site in that location.
You said
At that
2:40 is the last record?
4:40, I should say.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just to recap, when it's in this area that's on the screen now, arrives what appears to be consistent with the area of Warnemont Park around 2:50, remains stationary until about 4:30, and then moves slightly north and slightly west.
Correct.
And then do the records stop?
Correct.
Okay. Just to be very, very clear about this, what you're just describing, number one, you're not saying that it's telling you the exact pinpoint location of the phone, correct?
Correct.
And this is just a general summary of the locations, fair?
Correct.
What was the purpose at the time what were you gonna do with this information at the time that you were getting these records initially as exigency records?
So these were, again, locations that investigators could look for follow-up pieces of information, attempting to locate Sade and attempting to locate additional video evidence or interview individuals who may have been in those particular areas at those times.
Okay. When you were analyzing these records, where you said, you had mentioned FBI special agent before, correct?
Yes.
Who was that person?
George Reinerth.
It's Reinerth for the record. Did he sort of work with you to get the locations we just discussed?
Yes, we worked together on that.
And did you subsequently yourself, working with Special Agent Reinerth, more formally map out those locations?
Yes.
And did you turn those records over to him for him to map out as well?
Yes, I provided the records that I received from Verizon and AT&T and also Life 360 to Special Agent Reinerth.
I think this kind of goes without saying, but those locations, you passed that information along to Detective Donner as well as other investigators to conduct follow-up in those areas, correct?
Yes, Detective Donner, other investigators from the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, and other investigators from the Milwaukee Police Department.
I have no other questions. Thank you.
Cross?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Detective.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so I just want to start with just backing up why you requested these cell tower records. So you requested cell tower records because typically people have their phone on them, right?
Correct.
And you know, when you have your phone on you, it's constantly tracking your movements via these satellite towers.
The phone is attempting to connect to the tower with the best signal, yes, if it were to need to make a phone call or a data connection.
Okay, and you can use that location information for every time the phone's connecting to that tower to kind of track the path of someone's movement, right?
Correct.
And so if you're trying to pinpoint where someone was at a specific time or a general area, you can read these records and determine where in the general area they would be.
You can determine the cell site that was used, the direction from which the antenna is facing, and then also possibly a distance from the actual antenna that was used.
But it's not real precise because you can't pinpoint exactly where someone is.
Correct.
You can't pinpoint how long they're in that specific area because it's a range, right?
Can you ask the question or rephrase the question?
Based on the cell tower data, are you able to tell where someone is for a certain duration of time?
In relation to the other records, we can get an approximation, a time frame.
Okay, but it's an approximation, it's not precise.
We know when the records were generated, but we'd have to consider it in relation to other records.
Okay, and you might be able to tell a general area where someone is, but you don't know, the records can't tell you why the person is in the specific area, correct?
Correct.
And it can't tell you what that person is doing in that location, correct?
Correct.
And it can't tell you who that person is with, if they're with anyone.
Correct, unless you have other information that goes along with that.
Okay. And so the state showed us this I guess spreadsheet that had all these numbers. I think they described it as gibberish, right?
Correct.
Do you manually look at that, or do you ever put that into a system to kind of make it easier to read?
There's software that we use to make it easier to read. It can be mapped manually, but we use software.
And so you got all these records before Mr. Anderson was ever arrested, right?
Correct.
And so
The exigency records.
Okay. And so you review these records and you look at what past, conversations Ms. Robinson's phone had with other people, right?
For a period of time, yes.
And I guess we looked at some of the, you read through some of these text messages that Sade's phone has with Max's phone, and they start this this conversation, you said at 4:15 PM on April 1st, right?
I would have to look at the exact timestamp, but yes, that sounds correct.
Okay, and they're texting back and forth. Where are we meeting? And, you know, Sade says, I can do 5, right?
Correct.
And they talk about where they might want to meet. Broad House on 3rd, and they ultimately decide to meet at Twisted Fisherman, correct?
Correct.
And in the outgoing message from Max's phone, it says, I need to stop at Twisted Fisherman to pick up my W-2 from last year, right?
Yes.
And you know what a W-2 is, right? It's a work document.
Yes. It's a
So-
tax-related work document.
So one can conclude that Max most likely worked there at some point, right?
Yes.
And he wanted to bring Sade there, a place that he's known at because he worked there, right?
Yes.
It wasn't some obscure location where, you know, Max didn't have any contact with, right?
I didn't know any previous contacts, but based upon the context of the text message content, yes.
Okay, and those text messages, they seem pretty light, correct? It's just two people getting to know each other. That's what the text messages seem indicative of, right?
Yes, I don't know necessarily the backstory to the message, I guess, conversation, but it's a basic conversation, yes, about meeting.
There's nothing threatening in those texts, right?
No,
Not aggressive.
no,
Okay. And you talked about these weird symbols that you said that you believe they might be an emoji.
correct,
And you know what emojis are, right?
yes.
You can send smiley faces, right?
Smiley faces are one, yes,
You can send animals,
yes,
vegetables,
sure,
and all sorts of hearts, right?
yes,
And it's kind of like it's a playful image, right? Usually I mean, that's typically from your, real life experience that you send those and they're kind of like a playful image.
it can be, yes.
And so I want to move just forward a little bit. You said that the last outgoing message from Sade's phone is around 5:18 when she asked, "Are you inside?"
Yes,
And that's the last outgoing text message, right?
yes,
But you're aware that in this day and age, there's lots of ways to communicate with people.
I do,
I mean, used to be a lot of emails, right?
I
Well,
suppose, yes,
And then I guess as generations move up, there's all these social media platforms that you can communicate with people, right?
correct,
Like Snapchat,
correct,
like Instagram.
correct,
They call it a DM, right? You can message someone, direct message, it's a DM.
correct,
And TikTok, right?
correct,
And those cell records you analyzed, those didn't contain any information from any of those applications, right?
correct. That would have to be from a device-specific information.
Okay, so based on the records you reviewed, you can't tell whether Ms. Robinson's phone was communicating with anyone else on any of these other platforms.
Correct.
And then once you identified the phone number that Sade was texting with about meeting at Twisted Fisherman, are you there? You determined that was Max Anderson's phone, right?
Yes,
And then you arrested him right after that, right?
I personally did not.
But are you aware that law enforcement arrested him shortly after that?
Yes,
Okay. And so based on the cell tower records that you reviewed, you were able to determine that, you know, Sade's phone goes to Twisted Fisherman, and then it goes to Duke's on Water, and then it goes to the area of Mr. Anderson's residence, right?
yes.
And it's there for a period of time. Do you remember how long it was in that area?
In the area of Mr. Anderson's residence?
Yeah, sorry.
So it left the area of downtown from the area of Dukes on Water and went down to the area of Mr. Anderson's residence shortly after 9 p.m. So approximately 9:20 p.m. until 12:45 or shortly thereafter the following morning.
Okay, and then her phone around 12:45 a.m. leaves that area, correct?
Yes,
And it travels to the north side of Milwaukee, correct?
travels to the area of downtown prior to traveling north and west.
Okay, so it moves to the downtown city area of Milwaukee,
Correct,
away from kind of the residential area where Max's house is.
correct.
And then it moves towards the Milwaukee River, right?
Yes,
And it's true around 1:15 a.m. it is in the area around her apartment, correct?
correct.
And it's around that area for, I believe, about 15 minutes.
It was in the area of downtown Milwaukee, yes.
I mean, I'm talking about close to her apartment.
I would have to look at the exact, I guess, records to determine that, but it was in the area of the downtown Milwaukee for a period of time, yes.
Okay. And her apartment was in the downtown Milwaukee area, correct?
Yes,
And then, based on the cell tower records, it kind of heads up maybe towards almost Shorewood area, right?
north, yes.
Okay. And then ultimately, I mean, it's the phone is essentially traveling throughout the downtown and the greater Milwaukee area, right?
Yes,
And then ultimately, it's heading down south and ends up at Warnemont Park, correct?
the area of Warnemont Park, Sheridan Park, and Lake Michigan, yes.
Okay, and again, this is just an estimate. We can't pinpoint exactly where this phone was at any given time, right?
Correct.
And so what these cell tower records really do is they tell us where someone's phone is, and why that's important in an investigation is because typically people have their phones on them.
Yes, that's fair.
And you use it to, ideally try to figure out where someone was in a general area at a certain time, right?
Yes,
And all these records that you were testifying to are related to Sade Robinson's phone, right?
yes,
They don't none of those records told you where Mr. Anderson's phone was, correct?
yes. We obtained those later, along with the Life 360 information from her application,
Okay.
Sade's application.
And when you reviewed, well, I guess one of the last text messages that was received by Sade's phone was from Max, where he asked how work is going, correct?
Yes,
And based on the cell tower data you got about Max's phone, his phone stayed inside of his residence, correct?
based on my understanding of his cellular records, the device was off overnight, and then after it was back on the network, that message was sent, yes.
Okay, my question was, his phone, based on the cell tower data
It
you
was in the
reviewed-
area, yes, in the area of his residence.
Okay,
general area
and
of his residence.
throughout all these cell tower records, when you're comparing Max's phone to Sade's phone, they're together at the Twisted Fisherman, correct?
Correct,
Then they're together at Duke's on Water, correct?
correct,
And then they both travel consistently together to Max's house, correct?
correct,
And then Sade's phone leaves the area of Max's house, correct?
correct,
And Max's phone stays in the area of his house, correct?
correct.
I have nothing further.
State?
Just briefly, when you're talking about, when we were talking about using phone location to maybe even find Sade herself, the phone location information from these records is really only useful if the person keeps their phone on them, correct?
Yes,
All right, so if someone left their phone behind, tracking the location of it wouldn't lead you to them, fair?
correct.
All right, nothing else.
Defense?
I have nothing, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Detective.